What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my all new review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, so we got Nori. He's back. He's better than ever. His podcast is doing amazing. It's now been 6 years. They've had incredible guest stars: Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys, Kanye West, and now Trina is a guest star, giving her flowers of being the baddest bitch to come out of Miami. Okay. And remember the first season with them on the show, Nori would drink from 11 in the morning to late at night. And now he took a detox from drinking for almost 40 days, and he is now cleansed. He's better and he wants to drink. So basically, just talking about the verses that Trina did with Eve, it was great. And then Trick Daddy came on stage, did a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and how Trina and Trick have a brother sister relationship, and that it's that type of brother sister relationship where I call him out when he's doing something wrong. Speaking of doing something wrong, has him and Joy ever worked things out? Are they back together? Because I want them back together. They're not getting back together, okay? He always ends up saying the wrong things. He would literally say the wrong things. Then they play a game about who would you rather, who's the best artist, this and that, the third. And talking about loyalty and respect. What is it to her? It's respect always for her. She's the queen of loyalty, but loyalty comes after respect. Okay, I have people who've been around me for 30 years, and it's been out of respect and loyalty. If you have no respect for me, you don't need to be in my presence. And that was it on that. Amara is getting her belly molded and casket, very beautiful, and she is receiving clarity that Alan is not going to be the man that she thought he was going to be. And I'm not even going to hold out for hope that when the babies are born, he's going to be the man that I need him to be. So I just had to deal with the fact I'm going to be a single mother. So after the baby shower, she had a bad contraction, went to the doctor. Her babies are underweight and they'll be born a month early. She's going to go into premature labor. She has a C-section all planned out. So right now she's already high risk. So she has to abide by the doctor's orders and be no stress free. Okay. But she did call her best friend Gael to tell him what's been going on. He wants to know, has Alan been helpful? Has he been reaching out, taking care of things for you? No. She wants the fairy tale. The whole wife, husband, children, picket fence, the whole 9 yards. And she's always tired of finding somebody who doesn't appreciate her. I am always outdoing myself of being the best woman for somebody who will never appreciates me. I'm done doing that. And it sucks though because Amada is such a hopeless romantic, and she's a very sweet person, very kind-hearted. All she wants is love, and she definitely deserves it. But I just think that she falls head over heels too fast before reality hits her, and this is her reality hitting her. You fell in love with a man who wouldn't even come out here for you. He gives you too many excuses as to why he can't come and see you. Now that you're about to carry his children, he still finds a way to not come and see you. Yeah, he was never the prince. He was the frog, okay? He was an imposter. And I'm happy that you're not dealing with that, but it sucks though that you have to deal with that because those are his babies, but you probably won't even have to deal with him at all. You're going to do what you need to do. So after that, wanting to know what she should do because while she is focusing on her health and focusing on her babies, she still get this shmoney. She has to provide a lifestyle for her and her babies, right? So she has a booking in Arizona, but she can't fly. She can't fly. She's not supposed to be flying at the term of her pregnancy right now, but she really needs the money. She wants to be able to enjoy being here with her girls. But her best friend said, listen, Amada, I don't think you should go out for this check. This check is not worth it for you. You have to think about your babies and think about you, okay? This will come later. There'll be another opportunity for you to make some money, but right now you need to focus on you and your babies. You can't push yourself like this. You can't. Snoop. Snoop is bringing Bobby and Raymond together because since Trina and Snoop have a very big respected family, everybody looks up to them in the community, so they cannot have any strife. They cannot have any, distances between other people. We have to come together, right? People look up to us. And Bobby says, I already know what's up with Raymond. He don't like me, okay? But you're going to have to answer from him. He got the problem with me. I don't. Raymond thought he was coming off the tour to take a couple of days off, to do some shopping, hang out. But no, I have to go do a sit down with Snoop and Raymond over a situation that I shouldn't have to deal with, okay? So they all sit down. Bobby wants an apology because he thinks he did nothing wrong. He said, you punched me in my nose. He said, I didn't punch you. It was an open hand slap. Bobby remembers a bottle being threatened at him. And all this came over an argument that Bobby wanted weed from Raymond, and Raymond said no. So obviously, since Bobby don't like hearing what he don't want to hear, he acted out. And okay, so what's the deeper issue? The issue is he don't like me. And he said, yes, because you're a liability, bro. You do too much. You fly off the handle, you a loose cannon. And what happens? Trina has to come and clean up your mess. And Trina is now in a position where folks don't want to fool with her because of you. And he had to respect that because Bobby knows how Bobby reacts. Bobby knows he is such a hothead, he'll react at the slightest thing. He will throw something, yell, scream loud. He'll do all this and that. And Trina comes behind and cleans it up for him. Now, when it first came down to Raymond and Bobby's situation, I remember when Julian didn't like being around Bobby because Bobby does too much. Bobby thought it was because of his sexuality. It said it wasn't it. Your sexuality has nothing to do with it. I was gonna fool with you. And it reminded me of this. Raymond doesn't fool with Bobby because Bobby does too much. I don't believe Raymond don't want to fool with Bobby because he's gay. I don't believe that. I don't feel that. Because that would be stupid. But I don't believe that that's what Raymond is thinking about because he's all about protecting Trina and Trina's brand and making sure Trina still gets recognized as Trina because apparently all the shit that Bobby has been doing, going online, being in Shay rooms, being in arguments on Twitter and all this and that, Trina has come in and probably saved him. And now she's obviously saved him to the point where nobody wants to fool with her. She took herself offline. She went ghost offline for a while. And Bobby recognizes it and said, listen, I do a lot. I get emotional. I do too much. I fly out the handle. And I will never intentionally hurt Trina. That's what I would never do. But I know that my actions, they have to be improved. He recognizes that. But he's not going to do that right now. Okay, because right now, Bobby, you already doing a lot with Zeus. You know, for the Love of Bobby Lights on Zeus channel. It's already a mess over there. So, yeah. Until you get yourself together, get yourself right, get your money right, get your mind right, you ain't got to fool over here with me. Because I'm not about to deal with no foolishness. I'm not. I can't. So, that's where it ends off there. Who's next? Flo. Flo was in Orlando performing for the festival. And since she does talk about she's the queen of Goomba tonight, she has to prove it, okay? So they did take a spiritual bath from the Haitian priestess, and she wants it to be a secret because her family is just super religious. They believe that the voodoo is unchristian-like and taboo, so she did not want them to know. So she wants to keep it a secret, but she had to go to other means of removing negative energy for her. I have to go for here because praying didn't work. I go for something else. And if it's of our culture, why not use it? So receiving a lot of hate from the Haitian artists who say she can't sing, she can't dance, she's not the queen of Kumbaya, she got no talent. The one person who's been saying it the most is an artist named Shasi, okay? And she's performing tonight. We've also seen her on a quick shot. At the same time that's happening, we got Gael. Gael is going through it because she hasn't spoken to her sister ever since her party. She knows that she's in Orlando for a festival, but she decided not to go because she's battling something. When they filmed Gael all over her apartment, walking, looking sad, looking like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. I'm just like, the acting of it all is getting me. So Debbie comes over. Y'all remember Debbie from last season? Debbie was the woman that Marlon ate out in front of everybody at Flo's bar. And now, well, not now. Gael said, even though Debbie was the one who slept with Marlon and ruined my sister's relationship last year, she is still my best friend. And she will always be there for me. So, she's stressed out. Debbie said, what's going on, Mama? What's going on? Well, me and Flo are not really connecting right now. We're not talking. We're not as close as we used to be. And it's killing me as to why we're not. Why? What's up? It's about me and Marlon. Debbie said, what you mean about you and Marlon? What that mean? She said they kissed. She said, hold up. Hold the phone. When that happened, let me know so we can fix it. Apparently, he came over a year ago. Is it the same year that he ate out Debbie? Or was it another year before? Let me know. And they kissed. He got undressed. He was touching her. And in her words, they end up making love. I said, what? My mouth fell to the floor. My mouth dropped. Okay? And she said, first of all, how many times did this happen? Debbie asked her, how many times did this happen? They made love more than 3 months. 3 months. More than 3 months, they have been sleeping with each other. My mouth to the floor. I said, are you kidding me? She said she knows what she did was terrible, but she cannot control herself. What you mean you can't control yourself? What you mean? What does Marlon do? What does Marlon give that he came over to your house to talk to you about what? What did he need to talk to you about? Why did he come over to your house? How did y'all kiss? Was y'all drinking? Let me know this. This is the ultimate betrayal. So Gael was hoping that after finding out that Marlon slept with Debbie, that would make Flo leave him. But since she decided to stay, now is the time for Gael to tell her really why she wants Marlon to leave. Really why she wants Flo to be done with him. This man's been sleeping with your sister this entire time. But wait a minute, Gael. Come on, it takes two to tango. How did you get yourself in a situation to sleeping with your sister's husband? What did you do that you allowed that to happen? Let me know something. Let me know something. You found that it was okay. It's okay for Flo to stay with Marlon after he ate out Debbie. Oh girl, I don't even know how she could stay after Marlon after you fucked him. This is just reminding me of Medea's I Can Do Better by Myself play when they found they had that dinner scene. And Brown said, am I the only one noticing you're sitting across the table with your sister's ex-husband? Like, do y'all not see how this could be weird? Is this why you was receiving hush money, Gael? Was it because you could have told her about you and him, not just about Debbie? Let me know. This is crazy to me. Crazy. Oh my God, Gael. How? Wow. Anyway, Shay heads over to her parents' house to talk about her pregnancy. She did a gender reveal 2 nights ago. She was shocked that she kept that secret for so long. They were shocked as well. They want to know who the daddy is. Who the daddy? Her mother is old school, traditional. I want you to be married. I want you to have a daddy. I want you to be this and that. But she doesn't want to marry the baby daddy right now. She is not ready to be married. Not even ready to even be in a co-parent situation with the daddy. I don't know. But right now, she does not see a relationship with the baby daddy right now. And she did not want to talk about that. I want my family to talk about, we're about to have a baby. I'm about to be a mom. Can't y'all be happy with that? Happy with that, right? But they want to know who the daddy though. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can be happy that you're pregnant, but who is the father? And is he doing his responsibilities? So they wanted to know, why did you hide it? She hid it because she was having problems with her fibroids. You know, she's had problems with fibroids for years, and fibroids definitely becomes as a hindrance of having children. So she wanted to make it past the first trimester before telling anything. She was scared of the outcome. I did not want you guys to get your hopes up of having a baby, and then I end up losing a baby. I didn't want that to happen. So I kept it a secret. But she did not want to tell them because she believes that this family has some unresolved issues. We do not talk about certain things. We sweep things under the rug. For instance, her mother does not say that she loves her. While she knows that her mother loves her, you've never said it. Like, I have no idea, how do you feel about me? Like, how do you say I love you? How do you say I care about you? I miss you, when you don't say it? And sometimes showing it is not all the way hearing it. I would like to hear it as well. And maybe sometimes the way you show it, I can't tell if you do love me. Now, of course, her mother is traditional. Her mother does not approve of her not being married and having children. Well, this is a whole different time, Mama. This is 2022. Right nowadays, even before then, people have been having children, getting married all up and down, all backwards. They have children first, then they get married. They get married and have children. Sometimes they don't get married at all and have a whole bunch of kids. So everything is not always traditional to other people. So that was paused for a minute. Amara went against the doctor's orders, flew to Arizona while being 8 months pregnant, because she needed the money. I want to know, were you really deprived of the money, Anila? I mean, Amara? Come on now, Amara. I've seen your endorsements. I've seen all the stuff you've been doing. You really needed this amount of money? You needed it that bad? For real? But apparently, thinking that she needed to call the ambulance for her, no, she called it for her mother. Her mother's heart rate went up. Her chest was beating. I mean, her chest was hurting. Her heart was not, you know, responding. And she needs a cardiologist. Right now, they're looking for the nearest flights back to Miami because her mother needs to be seen ASAP or they'll be stuck in Arizona. Oh, Amada, baby. Girl, I feel you. I feel you, Amada. I really do. The fact that your mother had to deal with this and you're 8 months pregnant, that's a lot of stress, Amada. That's stress you don't need. Why did you put your body into flying? I do believe the cutoff time of flying or doing tremendous long trips or being pregnant, I believe it's around 6, 7 months. Because I remember it was Thanksgiving for my son or for my daughter. My daughter was born the day before Thanksgiving, so I think it was my son. And it was the week of Thanksgiving that I was supposed to go out to my aunt's house. She lives 4 hours away. But my mother said, I don't think she should travel at that point. She's about 7 months, 8 months pregnant at that time. And we don't know what's going to happen if she's over the road or getting here. And what if her water breaks? What if this happens? So she might as well stay out there. So, yes, you're going to have to be cautious about things. You cannot travel in your condition. You are 8 months pregnant, a high-risk pregnancy. Your babies are underweight. They're going to be preemies. You shouldn't do this to your body, Amada. You need to slow down, okay? Back to Flo. So she arrived at the Orlando Festival. They're supposed to get there at 6:30 to be on set. It's over 50 people. She's super excited. This day has been come. I come for support. And knowing that Gaia is not going to be here, she is not going to talk to her. Okay? Ugh. Excuse me. So then, while she's backstage getting ready, we see the Haitian artist Shassi come in, all bright, glittery in this corset and everything. She got some flowers for her, right? And then they go back and forth about how you're a fake bitch, you're not the queen of Goomba, you're not this and that. Here's your fake flowers. And it's just like, this was so set up. It's not even funny. Because Flo was like, how did she get backstage? How did she do that? How did she get past security? And it was just the whole going back and forth. You see Shassi pretty much messing up her whole entire outfit and hair, throwing some flowers at Flo. And to me, the way that it was shot, Flo didn't even flinch. Like, she didn't even, try to come after Shassi. She stayed her distance. To me, it was kind of like, was this even an argument? Was this even something that had to happen? Was it a build-up? Because this don't even seem real. Like, all this happened before she gets on stage. And it's a lot going back and forth. And the reason why this is happening was because she did a promo for the festival, right? About up-and-coming artists. And then she made a comment about maybe little artists, upcoming artists, people who haven't, made their success yet, still getting their footing. They got mad at her for saying that. And that's where the hate came in. And she was like, let me do me. Let me be me. I'm doing my own thing. I'm in my own lane. Let me do me. But I was just like, y'all killing me with this shit. This cannot be real. Anyway, Shay. Shay has a private conversation with her father about, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I want my mother to try. And the fact that I told her, well, I know you love me. You never said anything. That should have been her saying, you know what, baby, I'm going to do better and start saying I love you. She didn't even do that. What she's mostly concerned about was the fact that I lied to her about being pregnant for the last 6 months. And knowing what happened on Ayala Fix My Life, Shay and her mother don't have a relationship because Shay's mother is either jealous of Shay or wish that Shay wasn't here because her mother did not receive the love from her family. And I believe it's targeted towards her because she was the girl. And since Shay is the girl of this family, the mother definitely views Shay as someone who shouldn't even be here. Like, it was a time where she was 15 and her mother said she wished she had 3 boys. She's looking at Shay as a mistake. I shouldn't have had a daughter. I should have had 3 boys. And that is fucked up for a parent to say about their child. That you wish I was a boy, which means you never wanted a girl. I'm a mistake to you. So she is really frustrated with that's how the relationship between her and her mother is. And she vows she would never treat her daughter like that. I will show my daughter love. I will tell her that she's loved. So she will never know what the lack of love will feel like. And considering the fact that Shay never felt the love from her mother, she was rebellious. She had trust issues in men. She would go after men that she knew wasn't right for her. The only love she ever felt was the love of her daddy. A daddy's love, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's what her father wanted her to know. You're punishing her for what she did to you, and you did this, and how did you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? While it was wrong of her to say that to you, you punished her by not telling her you were pregnant. And you gotta like come with a different outcome. You gotta start small. It's not gonna be fixed overnight. Yo, speaking of not getting fixed overnight, Ayanla is gonna make an appearance on this season for the purpose of fixing Shay's family. They're gonna go back to how it ended because they didn't get no clarity. So it's gonna be right back to how it left off from there. And of course, you know, Shay is emotional because you always want to do better than what your parents did to you. You never want to get right back into the trace, but you end up having traits about your parents you never thought you would have. But she's gonna try, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to have this relationship for the sake of my daughter. We're going to. Trina. Trina is preparing for Trina Day. The city of Miami have appointed a day for her because of what she represents. And last year, Trina Day did not come right. You know, her management team dropped the ball completely, okay? I think it was supposed to be a carnival. There was no food vendors. There were no games, no gift bags. And since, you know, she's been looking at her management like, yo, this is your final straw. If you did not put it together, I will get a whole new team. So they did do great, or they still are doing great for the Legends Tour. Now I need to see them come together with this Trina Day. That's what I need them to do. So Raymond feels like he doesn't have anything to hide from Trina. So he tells her about the meeting, about how Bobby's feeling left out of the family, and that I'm a reason for that. And she said, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care. If you're not bringing any money, if you're not putting in any work, I have no time for you. I'm not about to play those games right now. So tell Snoop to mind his fucking business. Tell Bobby to grow up. You know I don't play about that shit, okay? I ain't got time. I don't have time, okay? Like, I'm pissed. I'm in a totally different place in my life right now. It is 2022. You either sink or swim, okay? We're in a new year. I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to grow. If you're not about to put something on you, make something of yourself and put some money in my pocket or money in your pocket, then I ain't got no time for you. I ain't got no time. You're a liability, okay? And we all know Bobby does too much, and I got to come up behind and clean up his mess. I'm not doing that. I got to focus on me and me alone, okay? Good night and goodbye. Flo. Flo was getting ready to get on stage. Her call time was 9:30, but the stage manager kept on pushing her back every time. Every time she's about to get on stage, another artist gets called out to perform. And now it's been over 2 hours. 2 hours from her call time. From 9:30, it's now 11, and she has not been on stage yet. And her manager is up there at the stage, talking to the manager, like telling that person, okay, we got Flo ready. Is she ready? Okay, after this person, we're coming up next. Okay, cool. So right now, she was able to move further to the stage, but before her name could be announced, another artist got called. And she said, this is some fucking stupid. I'm pissed. I would have been pissed too. First off, I get it the time frame you guys told me to come down to get my makeup and hair done to set up. I'm there on time. I am now approaching my call time to be on stage, and yet I'm not getting on stage. Am I meant to be here? Was there a misunderstanding? Is there a misquote, a misprint of this list of all the scheduled acts? Like, what's going on here? So Marlon being upset, mad about the fact that, you know, my wife have not been on stage yet. Would y'all have done this to Jay-Z and Beyonce? So he goes up stage and literally tries to grab the mic from the stage manager, you know, from the host. Like, he tries to grab the mic. It gets a little fickle, you know what I'm saying? It comes a scuffle. Everybody's coming up on stage, and it's like a whole entire mess. I'm like, Marlon, what are you doing? Marlon, stop. Oh, my God. It was a lot there. A lot there with that. But that was pretty much where it ended off there because it was too much right there. They got security up on stage. But that's all I have, y'all. Please stay this next video. I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.